Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to a TMossBoss Q&A video, and in today's video I want to answer the question, how to know when somebody is not interested in you anymore. And the thing is this, don't take it the wrong way. It could be many reasons on why that person just lost interest in you. Cause you'll know when a person is interested. Like, you'll know, like, if they're, let me think of some stuff. Like, let's say for an example, social media, right? Where it's like anything that you post, they're liking it. Whether it's, whatever, like if you post something, and it could just be something stupid. You could just be all like, you could just post, oh, back from my lunch break. If they like that, along with the 100 other things that you post throughout the day, that's how you know somebody's interested in you. But as soon as it stops, that's when you should overall know, like, nope, like something. And the thing is, the reason why I would say that it stops is because most likely that person is seeing somebody at that moment. And so, it could be and that's the thing where it's like, people aren't really clear, like when they go from liking everything that you post, and it's like you try to figure out, like, okay, like, how can I properly, it could be, a date or whatever and stuff, but, it's like, how do you properly, go about things without being weird? Because that's it, where, like, look, how I think of it, it's like, it don't matter, and at times you just gotta go. I got to the point where I can accept if it makes things weird, but I'm like, I just gotta go for it, because no, and that's something that that's been told, where it's like, now things are weird and stuff because you asked me out, and I'm like, well, fam, I like you. Like, what do you expect from me? Like, that's the thing where it's like, I think that whole thing needs to just get thrown out. Like, the whole, like, oh, now things is weird. Like, cause I don't know, I guess people probably would ask me, what would, and I've been in that situation before, where it's like one of my friends, she's approached me, and yeah, she's overall like asked me out. Did I look at her as weird? No. I'm like, I'm still gonna be her friend regardless. If anything's, and I guess that's just me, where it's like, I guess, like, if I don't see a relationship with them, I want to help them get into a relationship. So I'm like, I'm still gonna be their friend regardless. Like, yeah, that's there, but it ain't like that's something that's gonna damage me. It's not like it's gonna make me lose sleep at night. Well, I guess, like, I might think about it and things, but yeah, it's not going to upset me, like, and so that's why, like, stuff like that, I don't particularly care. But, yeah, there's people out there where it's like, it is, I guess, a little bit weird for them to be put in that situation and stuff. So, but, getting back to, the topic of the discussion and stuff. So, but, like, when you'll know, like, when a person is not interested, like, when they're not liking your stuff, if they're not texting you anymore, if they're not calling you anymore, if you guys are hanging out less, what else? Like, it's just, yeah, it's those, I would have to say, those are the key things to know that they're not interested in you anymore, or just not interested in you at all. So, and I mean, I guess, like, if you want to, like, okay, well, it's like, how do you, like, if it's a completely random person, like, there ain't, like, no friendship or whatever behind it, but it's a completely random person, how do you know if they're not interested? And it's pretty much the same thing. Like, if they're just not showing any sort of acknowledgement to you, if they're not, like, you'll strike up a conversation, they keep the conversation short. What are some other things? But it's, it can, I feel like that will probably be it, because I'm trying to think of other stuff, and I'm like, yeah, if they just keep the conversation short with you, and if it's on some weird stuff where they're like, oh, well, you didn't try hard enough, and I'm like, well, fam, I feel like a lot of people need to remember and always know that communication is key. So you need to tell a person what you want. And that's the thing where it's like, I don't like being that's like a pet peeve of mine, where it's like somebody, it's honestly like, there's the one movie scene that, it displayed that, and it's like, you can visibly see how upset Ryan Gosling was getting. But there's that scene in The Notebook where he was looking at the girl, and he's all like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you that's a question that I'm like, I hate asking. And I'm like, I think that's a question that nobody will ever know an answer to, because that person just doesn't want to go out and tell them what. And I'm like, if you go out and tell the person, what you want, if they agree to it, then fam, you got a successful relationship. But if they don't agree with it, then it's like, okay, then that's why communication is key. You got to communicate. You got to talk about those things. But yeah, I don't like being put in situations like that. It's when I go and ask a question, then they're like, well, I don't know. I'm like, okay, well, it's a direct question. You obviously know what you want. I don't. I'm not in your head. You are in your head. So you gotta go and give me an answer. You gotta pull something up out of there and things, and answer the question. But yeah, it's just it's one of those things where it's like, if it's gonna be like that, then yeah, don't even. I would recommend don't bother. Just let it go on about your business. If like the two parties, if you guys, why am I making it sound like it's like a business position or something? Like, if you and that individual, if you guys like ever cross paths again and things are different, then I don't know, like a part of me wants to say like go for it, but then another part of me, I guess like me talking for myself, like I'm like, I don't know. It just really depends. Like, if you're hurt by like, the person like rejecting you or not interested, whatever, if it hurts you, then that's up to you on whether or not you want to go back and give things another chance with that person. I guess speaking for my own experience, I'm like, a part of me is like, maybe I might cave in and go for it, but then another part of me is all like, look how much pain they caused you without the relationship. Now you really want to have a relationship, and it's with that person and they caused you, it's I guess speaking for myself, I'm like, nah, bruh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to get involved in that. But anyways, but yeah, hopefully this video helps you out. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.